Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to our sports show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, a tradition continues. NASCAR Cup Series Cookout, Southern 500, Labor Day weekend. This has been a tradition in NASCAR history. Gosh, since 1950. I know a few years it did go to other races, but it did come back to Darlington. 501.322 miles, 367 laps, 3 stages, 115, 115, 137. Fuel window 69 to 75. Yeah, that don't matter. Tires. 13 sets of them. Goodyear Racing Slicks for this race. Each stage, typically the first 2 stages we cut in half, more than likely. And then the third stage maybe cut in 3, and then save a set for the end of the race. We know that last caution with 20 to go, you're going to want a fresh set of tires. Tires is the biggest thing. There's really no strategy. There is no 2-tire strategy there. The only strategy there really is short pit, run long, or figure out fast pit stuff. So that's pretty much it. We have a huge battle for the playoffs, for the regular season title. A lot of things on the line here. So the last 5 races at Darlington. So this is Generation 7 car era. William Byron, average finish 6.4 and a win. Brad Keselowski 10.4 and a win. Bubba Wallace 11.0. Joey Logano 11.2 and a win. Christopher Bell 12.2. Tyler Reddick 12.2. Chase Elliott 12.8, Denny Hamlin 12.8, Ty Gibbs 13.5, Ryan Blaney 16.8. There's a couple names missing from that list: Ross Chastain and Chris Buescher. They're in the playoff hunt. Can either one of them or both make the playoffs? Ross Chastain, the farthest out of anyone that can point their way in. Average running position during those 5 races: William Byron 5.96, Tyler Reddick 7.10, Denny Hamlin 9.09, Joey Logano 9.78, Bubba Wallace 10.92, Christopher Bell 10.93, Martin Truex Jr. 11.7, Kyle Busch 12.7. Kyle Busch is in position, win, that's it. Nothing else matters. Brad Keselowski 13.09, Ross Chastain 13.31. Those are the numbers for the Gen 5 area at Darlington. There is no similar tracks to Darlington. I mean, with Vegas, we can say Kansas, Charlotte, that kind of stuff. Not Darlington. There's only one 1.336 mile egg-shaped oval. 25 to 26 races down, 1 to go. Past years, Darlington began the playoffs. Next year, the schedule is already out. We know that Darlington begins the playoffs. This year, it ends the playoffs. Tyler Reddick with 2 wins. Kyle Larson with 4 wins. 17 points separate the 2 of them for the regular season title. Why is that important? That is 15 bonus points to the winner, 10 to second. Chase Elliott has got 1 win. He is 18 points behind. So he is right there in that hunt as well. I know I hate when people word it this way, but I get it. It's what it is, but so yeah. So first place gets 15 bonus points, second gets 10, third gets 8. So there's a huge, humongous difference between those 3 positions. So Kyle Larson, yes, he missed Charlotte. He did not spot the field of race. If you look at it, he is 17 points behind Tyler Reddick. If he would have finished 34th at the 600, he'd still be 17 points behind Tyler Reddick, theoretically. Anyway, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson both running with it with Tyler Reddick for the regular season title. Ryan Blaney got 2 wins, William Byron 3 wins, Christopher Bell 3 wins, Brad Keselowski a win, Denny Hamlin 3 wins, Alex Bowman a win, Joey Logano a win, Daniel Suarez a win, Austin Cindric a win, Harrison Burton a win. We know the win by Austin Dillon does not count for the playoffs. We've had 14 different winners so far in 2024. Harrison Burton's win, great story. His first career win. I love Lee Diffie's call. You know, Jeff, your baby boy, your little boy won. I love it. I know no issue Harrison Burton being in the playoffs because that's what the rules are. When every team, all 36 teams, all 36 starter teams, and any open cards, they all know the rules. They all run with those said rules. We knew the rule. If you win, you're in. Done. Alright, so we have 3 drivers running for points on playoff. Try to get in the playoffs. If nobody below the cut line wins, if somebody below the cut line wins, obviously that cut line drops. Right now, Martin Truex Jr. plus 58. Remember, you can get 60 points for winning a race. You get 1 point for finishing last. That's a 59-point difference. If you were a full-time charter team, you're guaranteed at least 1 point, if not 59. So after stage 1, Martin Truex Jr. will get locked in, because at that point, as long as he has a 50 point lead or more, he will lock himself in. Ty Gibbs plus 39. After stage 2, he can lock himself in because 40 points is what you get for winning a race. That leaves Chris Buescher plus 21, Bubba Wallace minus 21, Ross Chastain minus 27. As long as nobody below that wins. Bubba Wallace qualified first. Chris Buescher qualified 10th. Ty Gibbs qualified 13th. Ross Chastain 22nd. Now, Kyle Busch, Chase Briscoe, Ty Gilliland, Carson Hocevar, Michael McDowell, Josh Berry, Noah Gragson, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Eric Jones, Ryan Preece, Daniel Hemrick, Austin Dillon, Justin Haley, John Hunter Nemechek, Corey LaJoie, Zane Smith. If one of them drivers win, they're in. You pull Buescher out as of right now, and then it's between Gibbs. The cut line changes from Gibbs to Buescher to Wallace to Chastain. So with Bubba Wallace on the pole, that helps with pit road selection. That helps the start of the race. Carson Hocevar on the outside. Remember, Darlington is one of the toughest tracks on the circuit. Even to one run, and Bubba Wallace got a Darlington straight, winning the pole. Chase Briscoe third, Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr., Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Christopher Bell, and Chris Buescher is the top 10. Out back, we have Shane Van Gisbergen, his first time in a Cup car at Darlington. No one's worrying about that. Michael McDowell, he's got some long way to go and a short time to get there. Noah Gragson, Eric Jones. There's another big name people talk about a lot with the Southern 500. He's won 2 of them. Wow, 28th. Could he come up and win it? Possible. So yeah, there's a lot of guys that could possibly win this. There's some guys that have to win it. Now for NASCAR Fantasy Live, I am playing William Byron. I would play Tyler Reddick. Don't have any starts left. Denny Hamlin, don't have any starts left. I'm playing Joey Logano, playing Bubba Wallace, Christopher Bell. Would play Martin Truex Jr., but don't have any starts left. So I'm playing Kyle Busch, and then I got Ross Chastain in the garage. On the head-to-head picks, Burton Hocevar, I'm taking Hocevar. Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, taking Bubba Wallace. Martin Truex Jr., Ty Gibbs, taking Truex. Chris Buescher over Kyle Busch, I am taking Chris Buescher. As you can see by the old shirt, you know who I want to make the playoffs. Unfortunately, it would be at this point, it would be at the despair of Chris Buescher. I hate that. I'm an RFK fan. But if I had to pick of the 3 drivers, Bubba Wallace was the one I would pick to be in the playoffs. If he does not make the playoffs, it's not the end of the world. He's not out of a ride for next year. There are things they can look back on the season that on pit stops where the team has cost spots, which put him back with the squirrels, which got him into things. We can also see the different times on the track where he's had great runs going and somebody else's miscue cost him. You know, the 2 that come to mind is Kyle Larson at Michigan and Alex Bowman at Chicago Street Course. Bubba had top 5s winning both of those. Because of those 2 drivers at those 2 instances, he was taken out of those top 5 positions. So yeah, I mean everybody can look at that. Kyle Busch can look at different times over the year where this happened, that happened. So yeah, I mean I know that unfortunately social media will explode either way if Bubba makes it or doesn't make it. Unfortunately, the narrative he does make would be NASCAR put him in there, which isn't the case, and anyone that actually pays attention to the sport knows this. But anyway, that's neither here or there at this point. So the 4 picks to win the Cookout Southern 500 75th Anniversary Edition is William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, and Bubba Wallace. As always, thanks for watching Rubber Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a 50 day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel.